Yeah. Okay, good morning everyone. My name is Olmo, and today I'm going to talk about Richard Feynman, who was a very important American physicist whose work changed the whole point of view of most of physicists. Okay, he was born in 1918 in New York and he died of cancer in 1988 in Los Angeles. He studied in the MIT, or the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, and then got his doctorate in the Princeton University. While he was studying there, he was recruited by the government to work in the Project Manhattan, creating the first atomic bomb in the history. Later on, he was taken to a secret military base where he became the youngest group leader in this project in 1943. When he finally, with his team, got to create the first atomic bomb, was at first very happy because it was a great achievement, but then he was terrified of what he had done. When he finished this work, he started helping a Soviet whose name was Lev Lambeau with a project he had about superfluidity with helium with liquid helium in temperatures near absolute zero or 0 Kelvin. This took him to what today is the base of the theory of quarks, and it got him the Nobel with other two scientists whose name I can't remember, but who had done a really similar theory as his, but Feynman's was the most complete and innovative. But nonetheless, the three of them got the Nobel in 1965. Okay, his most important works are in quantum electrodynamics, which is the science that studies the interactions between light and charged subatomic particles, like electrons and protons. He was the creator of the Feynman diagrams, which look like this, that explain these interactions. He was very important in this field and was very well known in some places. I mean, he was very well known among scientists, but not so much between normal people like us. Then, as I said, he worked in superfluidity, which is the base of what today we know as quarks. He wrote some books also. Sorry, you are joking, Mr. Feynman, and what do you care what other people think, which are autobiographic, and the pleasure of finding things out, and the character of physical law, which are scientific. This one, QED, or Quantum Electrodynamics, a Strange Theory of Light and Matter, is a recompilation of some lectures he did in the university as a professor. He became better known between normal people. I mean, as I said, he was very important among scientists, but normal people got to really know him when he criticized in a TV program the failure of the NASA project of the Challenger with a glass of cold water and explaining one of the most important scientists in the team working in that project why was it obvious that the project was going to fail. He was not just a great scientist, but also a very normal people and close to the rest of mortals. I mean, even though he was a genius, he tells some funny stories about himself, and you can see that he's also a person and not some kind of alien, which is what we tend to think about very smart people and geniuses. With people like him, you can get to know that even though you don't seem like anything extraordinary, you can really be like this man. Thanks for listening, and if you have any questions, I'm here to answer.